From Ocean Beach and all around San Diego County, thanks so much for waking up and turning us on. I'm Eric Connert.
I'm Stella Escovedo. Big local stories this morning, national election results, but we want to start with Netta. Give yourself extra time on the roads because that fog is thick.
Yes, it certainly is. Visibility is low, very low in places like Fallbrook, Miramar, Kearney Mesa, Otay Mesa. So widespread patchy fog, widespread fog occurring throughout our county this morning, but we do have a warm up. Those details in your forecast.
Well, the one thing you need to know is that we are dealing with a crash here north on the 5 at 6th Avenue. This is causing backups. Things are slow from about Imperial, and guess what? There are more crashes. I'll talk about that throughout the show.
Jenny, thank you. This morning, younger children can get the COVID vaccine. The CDC gave the final okay to Pfizer's vaccine for kids 5 to 11 for emergency use authorization.
And today, one local hospital is starting to give the shots out to this age group. News 8's Evan Narani live outside Rady Children's Hospital with what families need to know here. Good morning.
That's right. Good morning to you. We're about an hour away from Rady Children's Hospital administering those first doses. This comes after the CDC director, Rochelle Walensky, endorsed the vaccine for 5 to 11-year-olds, and that gave the final approval necessary after the FDA and the CDC made that approval. Now, keep in mind, this will only be about 1/3 of the normal dosage that an adult would get. This is essentially a kid-sized dose of the vaccine, and doctors here at Rady Children's Hospital say they believe it is the time necessary for kids to get vaccinated.
What people need to understand is kids do get COVID. They get sick with COVID. We've now had over 300 kids in Rady Children's Hospital with COVID and about 75 in the intensive care unit.
And an estimated 28 million children in the U.S. fall in that 5 to 11-year-old age group, but only 27% of parents say they will vaccinate their kids right away. 33% say they'll wait and see how it's working before making a decision, and 30% say they will not vaccinate their kids at all. Doctors at Rady Children's Hospital hope those parents will change their mind once they know the facts. The CDC adds nationwide 94 kids between the ages of 5 and 11 have died from COVID-19. And this also now begs the question of how school districts will respond. San Diego Unified previously had said that they would allow kids with each age bracket that was approved by the FDA to get that vaccine, and then would require it for each age bracket that the FDA and CDC approve. Now they will make an announcement today, they say, with more information. The Los Angeles Unified School District has said they will not be requiring the vaccine for kids in the 5 to 11 age bracket. But again, here at Rady Children's Hospital, they will begin administering those first doses to kids in that age group, that Pfizer vaccine, beginning in just an hour. I'll send things back to you, Stella and Eric.
Evan, thank you. Young kids in National City will be able to get the COVID vaccine at their schools. This morning, National City Mayor Alejandra Sotelo Solis will announce a new partnership with Samahan Health Center. They will offer COVID shots to all 4,000 students in the National School District. Vaccines are expected to be distributed next week. County leaders are addressing offensive comments made during the Board of Supervisors meeting.
A man hurled insults at supervisors and other officials, and we're not going to play everything they said, but here's part of that.
Vargas, I can't wait for your arteries to clog. They're not doing it fast enough. And Nathan, you should kill yourself. I don't know where you are, but a dishonorable discharge would be you blowing your brains out. Let's see you tweet that, blowing your bird brains out.
The man also made a racist remark about County Public Health Officer Dr. Wilma Wooten. Vice Chair Nora Vargas then jumped in to defend Dr. Wooten.
You are not allowed to talk to her that way. You are not allowed to talk to her that way. No. Absolutely not. Not under my watch.
Board Chair Nathan Fletcher issued a statement saying, quote, "Dissent and disagreement is essential to a functioning and healthy democracy, but the hateful, racist, and vulgar speech dominating our meeting has no place in San Diego County." We have more reaction from the meeting at CBS8.com. And after that heated exchange, the Board of Supervisors voted to keep a COVID vaccine mandate in place for new county employees. The requirement was initially passed in October, but was challenged due to a law regarding open meetings. Current county employees have the option to get vaccinated or get tested weekly, but the new hires must get the shot. An East County family stranded in Afghanistan is now safe. The Cajon Valley Union School District says 22 of its students and their parents were trapped following the departure of U.S. forces in August.
And now the final family is on their way home. News 8's Dana Marie McNichol is live in El Cajon with a closer look, including reaction. Good morning, Dana Marie.
Oh, good morning. Yes, this was the 7th and final family from the El Cajon School District that has escaped Afghanistan. And we got word yesterday that a mother and her 4 kids, 3 of which go to school here in El Cajon, safely crossed the border into Qatar, where they are getting their coronavirus vaccines. And then in 2 weeks, will be returning home safe here in California. I did speak with Superintendent of El Cajon Valley, Dr. David Miyashiro, and he said this was really a desperate situation getting this family home.
It's been a journey to get them there to the airport in a safe house. And now we can't wait to see them in person in El Cajon. Fear, devastation, life-threatening situations every day, a humanitarian crisis where food and water are things that are not guaranteed.
The superintendent communicated with the family every day since August. Their identities are currently being protected. Congressman Darrell Issa also helped play a large role in bringing the families back to El Cajon. He told me he's still hoping to bring home 7 more families from the San Diego area and are tracking 400 more Americans in need of rescue. As for the kids, they are very excited about getting back to school.
Have talked about their classmates, and they wanted to make sure that we didn't give their spot away. And we said, oh no, we're waiting for you.
Well, it is an exciting time for the school district as they are waiting to welcome back these last and final kids. They are asking, the kids did ask about their classmates, so they're hoping for this reunion to come soon. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Dana Marie, thank you. New this morning, results for hotly contested races are coming in across the nation. CBS News projects Republican businessman Glenn Youngkin is the winner in the closely watched race for Virginia governor. This is a state President Biden won by 10 points in 2020. This is also the first time a Republican has held the governor's seat in 12 years. In New Jersey, the governor's race right now so far is too close to call. CBS News political analysts say the shift shows voters are sending a message to the Biden administration. In New York City, voters elected former NYPD Captain Eric Adams as the 2nd black mayor of the nation's largest city. And Boston has elected Michelle Wu as the city's first woman and first Asian American mayor. The Aztecs basketball team will return to the court today, and there will be fans at Viejas Arena for the first time since the pandemic.
There are a couple of things, though, to keep in mind if you do plan on going out to the game there. Proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test is required. Masks are required inside as well. Tonight's game is an exhibition game. It's against St. Catherine's, an NAIA school in San Marcos. The tip-off is tonight at 7 p.m.
Well, Netta, we've got that thick fog this morning, but then we're going to see that sunshine, huh?
Yes, it will be sunny. It'll be warmer. We're actually starting a warming trend that's going to pick up through Friday. Here's a view where it's not foggy. This is our producer David's favorite view. Main Street Julian. Oh, and there's some bugs floating around. It looks like they're attracted to the light. That's what bugs do. But yeah, this is one of the spots where you won't run into fog. Anywhere below the mountains, of course, along the foothills right here, that's where a lot of that marine layer is sitting so low. So that's why your visibility is at 1/3 mile for Fallbrook, 1/3 for Miramar, 1/2 mile in Kearney Mesa. Otay Mesa also now less than a mile. Oh, Carlsbad, you also just dropped to less than a mile visibility. So our dew points and temperatures, when those match up, we get that fog, and that's what's happening here. So you see plenty of moisture in the air, but it's also cool. So yes, in Fallbrook, 52-degree dew point and a 52-degree temperature, and that's why there's that mist in the air as well. So where it's cooler and the dew points are a little higher, we do see more of that mist, that light drizzle as possible, depending on where you live. So just a heads up this morning. Also, our winds anywhere from 3 to 7 miles per hour. It's not too breezy. Sometimes the wind helps kind of nudge the clouds around, but that's not happening this morning. In the mountains, it's just picking up a little in Laguna, but that's it. Overall, kind of that northeasterly flow. As you saw today, tomorrow, even into Friday, we'll get some weak offshore winds. Nothing too major. We're not worried about that, an increase in that fire threat, but still, it will warm us up a little bit. So here's a look at your hourly forecast. By 10 o'clock this morning, staying in the low 60s. Not much change through then. But then by noon, upper 60s. By 2 o'clock, low 70s. That's for downtown San Diego and along the coast pretty much. We'll stay right around the upper 60s to low 70s. Inland, mid to upper 70s. So 78 in Ramona and El Cajon, 75 in Fallbrook. These temperatures are a little bit warmer than what we had yesterday by 3 to 5 degrees. We will see the sun today. Yeah, I know right now it does not seem like it because it is just, you know, so cloudy out there. But yeah, that's eventually going to move on back. We'll get the sun. You may want to go to the beach today. 2 to 4 foot waves. A big northwest swell, though, is coming our way, especially by Friday.